Hey, hey, hey. What's up, y'all? It's Natalie Milom here, the dope trauma therapist. And today I want to talk about something that doesn't always get the spotlight. So, high performers and anxiety. If you're somebody who's successful, you're driven, you're always on the go, like you are a mover and shaker, you make things happen. You might also think that you have to always have it together. The truth is, high performers often struggle the most with anxiety and panic attacks. And it's really because your brain just won't turn off. You're constantly thinking, you're constantly planning, analyzing, you push yourself to the next level, right? You're always maxing out. But that overdrive over time can actually turn into panic. It can turn into exhaustion and feelings of just being like completely out of control. For high performers, anxiety doesn't necessarily look like what we always see on TV or on social media. For high performers, it often hides behind perfectionism. Everything just has to be exactly right. It has to be perfect. It also can hide behind people pleasing, just trying to make sure everybody is pleased with you, just trying to please everybody. And then also just endless productivity. It's like you're like the Energizer Bunny. You just keep going and going and going and going. You might find yourself laying awake at night, like replaying conversations you had, planning tomorrow's meetings, worrying about everything you didn't get to finish today. And when anxiety builds up, it can actually escalate into panic attacks. These are those moments when your body feels like it's in danger. Your heart is racing, your chest tightens, and sometimes it even can feel like you cannot breathe. Your head might start pounding, it might be spinning. It just really feels like you are losing control. Panic attacks can be so scary, like they literally can be terrifying, especially when you're a person who prides yourself on always being in control. And like, why? Why does this happen? Why do high performers struggle so much with anxiety? Well, number one is because they tend to have these unrelenting standards. You expect yourself to always achieve. Like, failure is not an option, not completing something is not an option. And so that place of like you have to achieve, you cannot fail, and you push yourself harder than really anybody else does, right? Like you are your own worst critic. You get so hard on yourself, you get down on yourself so much. Another reasons that high performers struggle with anxiety is because you overthink. Like your mind is constantly on go, it's constantly spinning, and that makes it hard to rest. It makes it hard for you to find peace. Another reason is like fear of vulnerability. Like many high performers, many high achievers, they don't want to admit when they're struggling because that anxiety makes them feel just like isolated, like you're in this by yourself. And then another thing is chronic stress, right? Like when your nervous system never gets a break, your body eventually starts to send alarms. And oftentimes those alarms are through panic attacks. In the world of academia, there's this thing that we call allostatic load. That's another thing. It's basically like the accumulation of stress over time starts to set in and it starts to deteriorate your body. Because you have to rest. Your body needs rest in order to function. So, therapy can help with anxiety attacks. It can help the high achievers. It can help the high performers, because you don't need to push through this stuff alone. So, therapy can give you some tools that will help you. Number one, it can help you to recognize the triggers that put your anxiety into motion. It can also teach you some grounding and some calming exercises and techniques so that when panic starts to set in, you know what to do to kind of help your nervous system kind of reset itself, know that you're okay, know that you're safe. Therapy can also help you like reframe those negative thought patterns that you have, like when you start to really get in your head and you get down on yourself and like your brain is just going, 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 like you're criticizing everything that you do. You're just so down on yourself. So therapy can help you learn how to catch those thoughts when they're happening and then to reframe them. And I think most importantly, therapy can help you to create the space you need for rest, for balance, and for a true peace of mind. So every high performer needs different type of support. Okay, the good news is that there are so many options for you when it comes to treating anxiety. You might decide that you want to go and do like some mind body approaches, some somatic work that can really help your nervous system learn how to regulate itself. You may need, lifestyle shifts in terms of how much you're working, how much you're taking on. And then talk therapy can be really good. You may decide that you want to engage in EMDR because those thoughts, those negative cognitions, the things that you're telling yourself about yourself, if you don't achieve, if you don't do this perfectly, those things are typically rooted in an earlier stage, an earlier phase of life. So EMDR therapy can be really helpful for that. So if you're a high performer and you struggle with anxiety, you struggle with panic attacks, know this: you are not broken. And most importantly, I want you to know that you are not alone. Therapy can help you to calm your racing mind. It can help you reconnect with yourself, and it can help you live with both excellence and ease. You deserve that. Okay. So until next time, to all my high performing friends, all my high achievers, be easy on yourself, be kind to yourself. You deserve it.